Hey guys, Brett.90, we got a 98 Montero. We're trying to clear out the sunroof drains. The floors are getting wet. Not crazy, but if you lift the mat, you can see the mat is wet. And it's mainly happening on the passenger side, but driver's also getting a little wet over there. So usually your sunroof drains, which are in here, are clogged with crap. And the rears actually are way in the back, so you'd have to remove the headliner, or you'd have to do it from underside or something, or yeah, it would be a pain. So those usually don't get clogged though. Usually these front guys do, but they're super accessible. What we've done is, there's actually these plastic covers, these, and there's just a screwdriver. And I just removed it. It's one screw right here, plastic comes off, and then you're exposed to 2 nuts on every single one of these. Once you remove your 2 nuts, they're 10mm. Your whole glass, and I'll show you, it comes up so I can actually remove it. Now, if it's windy, this is going to be a bad idea, and it's windy for me right now. So I left one on, and you could leave multiple on until you're really ready to move the glass, and then you're going to want to lift your glass and slide it back a little bit. Now the reason I have to remove it completely is because I can't access the roof drain, because I can't move this glass. It's not going to move. My tracks are bad. I'd have to do an overhaul. So this is an easy way. In any case, if you need to blow them out, I'll be showing you how to do that in a second here. So I'm going to remove the glass, and then I'm going to be able to get to access those, hopefully. Alright, so second part, I took them all out, and it's easier if I just slide it back. Then I don't have to worry about the glass flying away in the wind. I'm doing this in a preemptive snowstorm here in Minnesota, so I'm trying to get it done. I just slid it back and left the tracks where they are, and that's allowing me to access the front here. So from the top, I should be able to find the drain hole. There's a bunch of crap in here, as you guys can see, so I've got to find the drain hole. Let me show these people. Trying to see that circle right there? That's the drain hole. My light is barely kind of shows the top of it there. That's it. There, that's the hole. So what you need to do is get an air compressor with a little piece of hose on it, put it into that hole, and keep pumping her until she release, till you can hear the system kind of clear up. This drain hose runs through there, down through your door, and it gets clogged, and at some point it leaks in here usually, and it just leaks into your floor rather than going down to the body of the frame of the truck and leaking out through the drain tube hole. It's a multi-piece hose, or I'm not sure on the design, but most of them are all the same. Either it's a multi-piece hose, or it leaks from the top of that hose right there where it connects to that plastic piece, and it just leaks down the whole drawer. So your roof may not actually get wet. Mine's not wet, but your drain tube is definitely how you're getting a soaked floor. So we're just gonna blow that out with an air compressor, and I'll probably have to use a little hose to be able to finagle around that mount. And then I'm gonna put it all back together, and it should be good. Alright, so what I noticed made it easier for me. See this slider? It pins down this when the glass slides forward. So either you can slide this back, and I'm not going to, but you could, or you can slide it out, pin the bar down, and slide it out of this little plastic holder. And then if you do it on both sides, it'll let you pull this up. So I have a lot of room, and I can see the hole clearly. Right, yeah, you guys can see it. There you go. And what I used was just a air compressor and a nylon hose for like fuel line, and just cram it in there and power out until you can hear it. You can start to hear the air just flow through and out the bottom. You'll hear some kind of crap coming out, and you'll hear water if it's wet. So not that bad, but like I said, when you're done, you got to put this back in its slot. So pin the bar down, slide this in all the way, and make sure this is on top of your bar, or next time you go forward or backward, you'll break it. This is only if you remove this. Otherwise, this would have slid back and this would be all the way up for you. Alright, so for reinstallation, I couldn't show you, of course, but make sure you line up all the mounts. These, you know, the bolt that's attached to the actual top sunroof metal piece. Line all of these up before you start tightening, and then do a nut at a time on each one, and then start get your other 4 and then get them tightened up. Now these are just going to be, you know, general hand tight, nothing crazy. Don't overdo it. You do not want to strip these or your sunroof isn't going to sit flush anymore. So alright, so thanks for watching. Put your 4 plastic pieces back on and you'll be all set. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe.